We'll find out what David Fifita's plans are in the next 24 hours. Will he head to Penrith and try and emulate the feats of the great Darryl Brohman back in the day? Will he be a Rooster? Will he be a Dragon? Might he stay a Titan? What do you think?
I think he'll leave. I think if it's in your contract, there's obviously thoughts in the back of his head that if they're not going any good, he'll want to leave. If I'm him, I'm leaving and going to Penrith. If it's in the deal, I want to win a comp. I mean, as a footballer, there's a lot of things you want to do. You want to play for your country, you want to play for your state. But you know what? At the end of the day, and we saw it on a clip leading into this, Freddy, with you, the very best thing you can do is win a competition. And if he goes to Penrith, I think he can win a comp.
They'd get and the Roosters would too. They'd get the best out of him, wouldn't they?
Could you imagine what? Well, he would go to Penrith like a Viliami Kikau. Viliami Kikau went as a strike weapon. He come as a kid from the Cowboys and went there as a strike back rower. He turned into a professional, work ethic, strike. 80
minutes.
Ball playing. He's got it all now. Like, he's got it all. He doesn't only have the strike and the size and all that. He's back on side. He's taking runs. He does everything. Can you imagine if you could have that effect on Dave Fifita? Imagine how good he would be.
Well, Kikau's a tremendous defender too.
Yeah.
A really good defender. There's a grand final they won when he was at Penrith. I can't remember which one it was, but it might have been the middle one. He was tremendous that day defensively. And Fifita, to me, would just slot in there. I think he's a super player. I know he's got his critics out there. You know, a lot of people think, he's pretty lazy.
He goes missing
He's
sometimes.
a good player.
Well, without a doubt. He can go missing, but, you know, he's also mostly the most powerful person in the game. So maybe he doesn't, you know, the genetics aren't quite there yet to be able to do it all, but Penrith they'll find out.
Would Penrith move him into the front row?
Well, I think he might have played there last week in the front row, and he did a hell of a job.
Towards the end of the game he played, he was fantastic.
For the Titans, he did a great job for them. You know what, I don't know if I'd put him in the front row. I think that they've got enough workhorses in that Penrith side to leave him in the back row for mine. In saying that, they've got a hell of a back row, Penrith, as well. He'll be in the squad. He'll be in the team.
So the back rows, you've got Liam Martin, obviously one side, and then the other side's been Scott Sorensen, Luke Garner, more workers than anything. Scott Sorensen can mostly move into the middle and play that role in the middle. Luke Garner mostly becomes a really good bench player, you know, and then all of a sudden he makes a huge difference to that team. And Penrith deserve a player like him, I think, from a point of view of, look what they've dished out to the comp over the last 4 years.
They've lost four great players. You know, Burton, Kikau, Crichton, and there's another one I can't remember.
Spencer Leno, Kurt Capewell.
Yes. You go back a few years, they've lost about 15 regular first grades. You know, they've lost enough to make up a quality outfit all by themselves.